Studies show children who get smartphones before age 13 face higher risks of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Listen, that anxiety,
Look. Been a long time, where do I start? Life's about growth, had to water my grass. Smile on my face, but life's been harsh. Whipping in a Tezzy, fully charged. These days, peace over everything. Come with drama, just let the celly ring. Either that or it's a blocking thing. Speak wise words, let me vlog with it. Fully active, call me activist. Tell them, man, they can't chat to him. I'm him, what's happening? The waves right here start tapping in like the BPM. I'm rapping with GPs like shells, I'm stacking it. Talk my talk, I'm back in it. Talk your talk, there's capping it. Real talk, that's facts in it. No motion, you're lacking it. Great at what you're slacking in. Can't stay on ball, I'm tackling. Aim real high, I'm javelin. Reaching the same skies I travel in. Life's a movie, but don't act in it. Day in a life, I'll capture it. Can't tell you what the chapter is, but every new day I adapt to it. Can't sleep on talent. Living on the edge, but still stay balanced. Let me be transparent. It's a real life challenge. It's a real life what? It's a real life challenge.
Yo, we have got to regulate these children that are constantly on their smartphones. Yeah? I was reading something. Let me read it to you right now. Children who get smartphones before age 13 have the worst mental health, study says. Yo, so we need to start protecting them. I know that a lot of them can't live without phones now or screens, iPads even. But now it's time to protect them because it is affecting them mentally. And I've got children around me. I've got my own kids. I've got loads of nieces. I've got, nephew. I'm around a lot of kids in my family. So yes, I see the addiction. I see how it's like crack. Yeah. And then I see what they learn from these screens and these platforms that they watch, YouTube and stuff. It's mad because I'm on YouTube now. And I see how they develop with it and how it affects them and how they see themselves and how they look. And I could totally agree with this study. Yeah. It says, studies show children who get smartphones before age 13 face higher risks of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Listen, that anxiety, will come from how they think they should show up based on what they see from other children on social media and also what is being spoken about. It hits adults. This thing affects adults. So imagine what it's doing to a child's brain. If adults are suffering from this, because, I could tell you one thing, yeah, if I go on, let's say, Instagram and I see so many people living good, because everyone's going to show their best moments, yeah? So I'm seeing so many people living good. I now have a certain idea of how or what I should be doing in society and how I should be living and how I should be living my life and where I should be, yeah? And then now, if I have to show up as someone that doesn't meet up to that, I'm now anxious. A lot of people became socially anxious after COVID. You know why? Because a lot of us spent so much time communicating with the world through social media, through the screens, and we didn't know how to be in person anymore. A lot of us anyway, not everyone, but it happened to a lot of people. I've spoken to a lot of people and a lot of people do say the same thing. Even, I'll admit it, even me, how I was socially changed after COVID, after lockdown. So imagine if this affects us as adults, what is it doing to the kids? And then depression, same kind of thing. You might feel that you're not who you're supposed to be, but based on a character or someone else that you've seen on your smartphone, on social media. Now you're thinking that everyone is living that life, but you're not. And why is your life hard? Why haven't you got that fancy family house that those people are vlogging from? Start to feel bad about your life. Low self-esteem, same thing. It kind of takes away the confidence in you because it's like you may not match up to the people you're watching. And then it's not just the people they're watching, it's what is said, what is described, how they teach you to act. Early smartphone access increases social comparison, basically what I said, Cyberbullying, that's another thing. The comment sections in all of these platforms are mad. Yeah? And you don't know who's talking. So I would never allow like my kids to have a social media page where they're displaying themselves until I know they're mentally ready for what can come with it. You know what I mean? Like, because the cyberbullying is mad. It's like getting bullied at school, basically, you know? And you know how that affects kids, right? Poor sleep. Poor sleep is another thing, yeah? It affects us adults too. You get so caught up in scrolling or being on your phone that you forget time. A lot of kids are doing this. That's why what I do is I have the family app, the family link app. I encourage everyone to have that. I think Apple's got their own one as well. But Family Link is from Google, and what it does is it allows parents to control what their kids are doing on the phone. So I set my kids, I give them a timer. Their phone shuts off at a certain time, and I encourage parents to do that to avoid poor sleep. But what I've also noticed is like some kids, they will hide the fact that they're on their phone, and in the middle of the night, if they're not sleeping, they will get back on their phone. And it all comes down to the addiction. That's why it's dangerous, because it's like a dopamine hit. It's like so much information, so much picture, and it's happening quickly. You can change channel. Remember the days we couldn't change channel? Like, remember the days, well, in the UK, me, maybe not everyone, I had 5 channels. I think even 4 channels before Channel 5 came. That came later in my childhood. Maybe I'm giving away my age, but yeah. Like, and I had to choose what to watch between 4 to 5 channels, yeah? And if there was nothing that I was interested in, yeah, or there was no cartoons or kiddie stuff, I would have to settle for maybe like horse racing or Emmerdale, EastEnders, like just whatever's there, whatever my mum was watching until I got a TV in my room. But that was the picture that we were seeing, the visuals. Now, they can change by the minute, even seconds. Look at TikTok, real shorts. And the kids love shorts. Like, for me, I didn't know what to do because my kids need YouTube. It also helps them education-wise. Like, some things, even the schools may recommend kids watching some information on YouTube to help them with their work, you know? So I do feel that YouTube is helpful as well to kids, but with YouTube comes YouTube Shorts. And I ban TikTok, and I don't allow my kids to have TikTok or Snapchat or Instagram. But YouTube Shorts show what these platforms show. So technically, I'm not running away from TikTok content because it's going to be on YouTube Shorts or Reels. Do you get what I'm saying? So I've had to surrender to the fact that I can't take it all away from them. Do you know what I mean? So you just have to kind of coach them into this new world that we're in. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids, they love the shorts. They swipe, like changing channels. It's affecting their attention span. But what can we do? Researchers say technology isn't the problem. Delaying smartphones and setting limits supports healthier mental and emotional development. So, yeah, I agree, because like I said, this is the world we live in. We don't want our kids to not be up to date with the world and what's happening. And basically, everything is on the phone now. We pay with our phone. We fill in applications with our phone. We do everything with our phone. So the kids need to be up to date with what the world is today. So, yeah, I agree. Delaying smartphones. I don't think a child under the age of 11, 12 should have a phone. I'll be real. And even if you're going to give a lot of us, let's be honest now, it's easy to keep our children quiet with iPads, yeah? But if that's going to happen from a young age, there has to be strict limits on it. But I'm not going to lie, it's the hardest thing to take away a screen from a baby. Not a baby, but I mean like a toddler. yeah, is the hardest thing to take away a screen, because once they get in it, they will scream and throw. And if you try to take it from them, they will scream and throw tantrums. And the only way sometimes to keep them quiet is by handing that iPad over. Do you know what I mean? But this is where parents have to put their foot down. It's either their mental health, their brain development, or deal with a little tantrum and limit them. And eventually, hopefully, they understand that this is not something that you can do all the time. This is something that is a treat that maybe you might get a little hour here or a little half an hour here, but not constantly though, not constant. Do you know what I mean? And I already spoke about the setting the limits on the iPads and the phones. To be honest, it's easy to do that. There's Family Link app on Google, and there's another, I've done it on Apple as well, but I think it's just in the settings, to do with family sharing or something. But yeah, man, I think it's scary. Honestly, it's scary. And I think we just, as parents, need to do more activities with our kids and like do physical things to take their mind off it. I've noticed if I can keep them entertained with like physical activities, you know, going out and stuff, they usually are cool with not being on their screens. They mostly have an issue with it when we're just in the house. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, what do you guys think about this? Like, comment, subscribe, K-Soul, and I'm out.